Cultivating Growth in a Changing Landscape, Analyzing Global Learning Within Adult Education. The Lilly article tells us that university and employer discourse identify a need for graduates to have an intellectual and global mindset beyond disciplinary competencies and boundaries. We are more than just Texas A&M University Commerce graduate students. We are more than the residents of the state of Texas. Today, we are global citizens and global learners. Universities claim to educate students to become global citizens, but few explain what that means. This research describes global citizenship as a disposition incorporating an ethical, social, and professional understanding. Becoming a global collectivist, and through dimensions of social responsibility, awareness, and civic engagement, we develop environmental attitudes, values, and norms that lead students to develop a sense of self within the world. There are many factors that affect global landscaping: cultural factors, technological factors, educational factors, and infrastructure factors. We are going to explore each one of these factors on the following slide. Cultural factors. What is culture? According to the Topor article, culture is consistently from life experiences, more or less organized, learned, or created by the individuals of a population. This can include images or special codes or gestures for their own interpretation or meaning. There is a direct link between culture and education, for this is how culture is transmitted from individual to individual and preserved from generation to generation. We all view the world through our own cultural spectacles, tinted by our background, education, experience, beliefs, and possibly even privilege. Be aware of cultural biases, and we may not be able to view the world through another's spectacles, but we can be aware that our worldview is just one amongst many. This is cultural competence. Technological and infrastructure factors. E-learning is the most often used platform for global interaction. This requires those individuals involved to have at their disposal technology, whether this be a desktop computer or a laptop computer or a cell phone. These items are necessary. Access to virtual infrastructure is also necessary. Most times this is accomplished by the development of multi-purpose places of learning accessible to all. Educational factors. As educators, we are aware that although education is the road to success, it is not met without challenges. Within the arena of adult education through e-learning, we must consider modern languages. We must be proactive and consider that some organizations are resistant to learning English. Content in native languages is a strategic factor for success in e-learning. And in conclusion, I would just like to include a quote from one of my articles. Nurturing global collaboration and networked learning in higher education requires significant effort and commitment. And I've included this reference page that shows the references that I used, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.